Destiny brought them together. They had survived the enemy's wrath, their gunfire, bombardments, gas attacks. Now, with her father within reach, Anna wasn't going to let him slip away.
Hello and welcome back to Valiant Hearts, The Great War. I am Wolfie, and after spending a little bit of time... Oh, what's happening now? Oh. The German. Okay, so they want us to help. But back to what I was saying. It's... Whoop. Okay, that's not what we were supposed to do. They don't want us to proceed forward because the German are up ahead. So we have to sneak. Okay, easy enough. But back to what I was saying. It has come to my attention that some people are not fans of commentary that's not over the top and bombastic and in your face and all that. They don't want... Aw, crap. Is he gonna die? They don't want their commentary to be relaxed and more calm. And I'm not sitting here and saying my commentary is amazing or anything like that. But I don't want to be, and I'm not trying to be the next Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or PewDiePie that are screaming at the camera in quite a few of their videos. That's just not my demeanor and not gonna be my commentary. In fact, one of my more favorited YouTubers that I actually watch their Let's Plays more often, their demeanor is a bit more calm and relaxed. And I appreciate that. It's something that I can just chill and enjoy. It's not over the top. But that's not to say that, oh, we gotta help him, that there's anything wrong with it being extremely over the top. Ooh, wanna look at the photos? Of course you do. Pause your videos if you wanna read. Whoa. Dang. He must have got shot in the face or something. Oh, wow. But his videos tend to be more relaxed, and his commenting is way more witty than mine. That's for sure. And in my opinion, that's one of the things I like about his commentary over some of the other more popular YouTubers that are just screaming at their screen. We have to get the dog. We have to stand on the opposite side. Simply because he's actually talking about something and there's something there. There's a conversation happening. More so than just with the larger YouTubers that are just yelling at their screen. Oh, jump scare. Ah. There's nothing wrong with that. And every once in a while that can be fun and enjoyable. But every single episode, it eventually gets tiresome, in my opinion. But with my more favorited YouTuber, he is more relaxed and more just talking about whatever come across his mind. And that's more along the lines of what I want to eventually get to. And I know I'm not there yet. I don't expect to accomplish that tomorrow or anything of that sort. Oh, we gotta figure that out. That looks a bit complicated. Let us climb up. But I feel like that's gonna... Whoa. It's gonna take some time. It's not just gonna happen. You're not just gonna have that skill under your belt. Some people may get lucky and they can just, you know, naturally have that, I don't know, I guess the right word is charisma, maybe? Not sure. But one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel was specifically because I knew that a lot of the skills needed to have a channel up on YouTube is different than anything I've encountered before in my life. And I thought that was interesting, because I love learning new skills, just like when I learned how to take a decent photo. Because you can just pick up your camera and just start snapping off photos. That doesn't mean it's going to be a decent photo. Whoops, and I missed. Thankfully that thing fell back to where we could grab it. But yeah, I didn't know how, when I first picked up a camera, I didn't know the first thing about taking an amazing or even a decent photo aside from just pulling the shutter button and there was a photo. Oh, that's not gonna stay. We gotta pull him out with the dog. Whoop. Oh, so we have to do this more than once. Okay. Alright. But it was a process. It was something I learned. My first camera was... wow. Years and years ago. Come on. Are we pulling him or what? Is he still stuck? Oh, I think the game is telling us he's still stuck for some reason. Okay. Okay, now it's telling us he's saved. But the point that I'm trying to get at is I didn't know how to take decent photos, and I had to learn that. Even though anybody could own a camera, that doesn't mean you know the rules of third or proper depth and field, and when you want your photo to be one way versus another as far as having... Whoa, this is going way too fast. When you want your photo to be completely in focus all the way, or you want to have certain parts of it blurred out, what would look better and why. And then on top of that, to have proper lighting, and why you might want to light it from a certain direction versus another, and why in certain photos you don't want shadows but in others you do. Oh, don't die, dude. Come on, survive. And all of that was something that I didn't know anything about and had to learn. Oh, are we gonna be playing as one of these dudes now? Oh, yep, looks like it. But in the process of learning that, I improved. So up until that point, I took, oop, they're separated now. That's, yeah, okay. Let's proceed forward. But up until that point, I was taking horrible photos, to say the least. They were absolutely awful. Does that help us any? Oh, I see. We gotta
Whoa. Get away.
get the dog on that side. Push it. Okay, this is all about timing.
Go. Get out.
There we go. Okay. But with that being said and all, it wasn't until I ended up getting my
Whoa. Shoot. Whoa.
second camera, which happened to be a, what was it? Canon T2i. No. The first Digital Rebel. Which, unfortunately I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was the first one that they had the compact flash cards for, and it really was basically where I started learning all there was to know. I learned how to properly compose, learned depth of field, learned all that fun stuff.
Hey, whoa.
Which, well, not really all that fun, but definitely necessary in order to progress and end up taking maybe not the most amazing photos around, but I'd like to think they're decent enough.
Whoa. Get away.
Come on, dig it up. Oh no, we don't need to give that to him. We need the dog to bring it back, and then we'll stick it in there and we'll use it to pull the lever and further
Whoa.
everybody
Get out.
across. Yes?
Merci, right.
I believe that is so. But once I learned all of that with that camera, unfortunately, that camera ended up one day when I was cleaning it, the mirror lens. Shoot, I'm blanking on what the thing inside that flips up. I believe it was called the mirror. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. We can't go there because that'll chop off our heads, and we don't want any of that. So, let us break it. Can we do that? No. No, we cannot. Oh. We have to throw it and it gets blown over to the fire. Then what do? We collect it and... No. That didn't work at all. Alright, I thought it was going to be able to... So let's see if maybe... Do we just throw it at the fire? Okay, that was a terrible throw. Maybe we need to just be closer? I'm assuming the fire will light it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Nah, my angles are way off. Maybe if I come from right here to throw it. But, back to what I was saying, I learned everything off of that first camera until it broke, and then subsequently ended up picking up a Canon T2i, which has been with me ever since. Oh, that didn't work. It just ended up getting stuck. Well, okay then. Ah, I see. I didn't know we could turn it higher. And, anyways, with that camera, that still didn't work. I wonder why. I further learned even more. I'm still never gonna call myself an expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm always gonna feel like there's something new to learn, and I think that makes sense. Is that guy's gonna explode? Okay, so it just explodes. So then how do we get it down? But I know enough. Oh. Is this how this works? I know enough about... Shoot. We have to set that on fire, bring it back down as fast as we can, and then use it to light the explosive. Okay. So, let us do that. With the amount of stuff that I've learned over the years, I actually amassed quite a collection of equipment and ended up getting into... What were they? What was it called? It was, the composer from... Oh, please don't die, dude. We want you to survive. Uh-oh.
Victory had a bittersweet taste for Anna. Carl, seriously wounded, had been sent to a POW camp. Anna's father had disappeared with Baron von Dorf, and Emil was court-martialed for desertion. Cited for his bravery in Reims, Emil was fortunately pardoned and set free. Free to go back to the front. February 21st, 1916. Winter had descended on the front. After joining back up with the army, Emil and Freddy were stationed near Verdun, suffering like many others from the harsh winter. That morning, the arrival of the mail raised spirits, but Marie's letter did not bring good news. In Saint-Mihiel, food was scarce, disease was rife, and the number of dead was growing. Out of this grim news, however, there was one ray of light. A photo of his grandson, Victor, standing on both feet and learning to walk.
Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Valiant Hearts, the Great War. I have been Wolfie, and if you want to hear more about my adventures in photography, I will be talking about that, and the time that I had one of my photos actually in a local gallery. But as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Later.